What's going on, good people? Real quick update before I get into what I want to talk about is on these t-shirts. I did speak to the gentleman who is creating them, not creating them, I should say, producing them for me. And fortunately, unfortunately, I'm working with someone who's really popular, really busy. But he assured me that he will start working on those this week, and hopefully I'll have them by the end of the week. Just again want to apologize to you all for such a huge delay, and I haven't forgotten you. Okay, what I want to talk about is something that's been on my mind for the last 24 hours. Been on my mind strong, and we have that old cliche saying, phrase, whatever you want to call it. You can't take everyone with you, or the other one where not everyone's going to travel with you to the top. You know the kind of sayings I have. They basically are. I'm talking about. They're basically saying that you can start out with people in your circle, but it doesn't mean that as you travel forward, they're gonna all come with you. Some are just not meant for that journey. Some are not meant for that trip. It's really hard sometimes to determine who should or who shouldn't tag along. The good part is some people will eliminate themselves. Some out of jealousy, some out of pure fear of success for themselves. Some just know that they've traveled with you long enough and the season is over and it's time for them to move to the side. Now, none of these scenarios necessarily eliminate the friendships or relationships that you have with these people. Some do, and some are necessary to let go. Biggest problem in that is some of us don't know how to let go of those relationships. I don't know if we're working out of fear of hurting someone. I don't know if we're working out of fear of hurting ourselves. It could be a hoarder's mentality in terms of relationships. I think I can be guilty of that at times, hoarding relationships. You kind of learn people, you get to know people, and they become intertwined in your life one way or another, and you just don't know how to let them go because you feel like they fill a certain void. They have a certain space in your head, in your heart, in your emotions, and you just don't know how to let them go. But that's one of the things we have to learn. That's what I want to talk about: letting go of your past or things that are hanging on to you that are of no use to you. Sometimes those things can be harmful. They can be harmful to you personally. I should say directly. They can be harmful to your relationships that you grow over time, or that are become new to you, because those people, whether they know it or not, sometimes it could be subconsciously. I think a lot of times it's consciously. They're trying to sabotage the next thing that comes along in your life, because they feel like they're being replaced. They notice they're being replaced, and no one wants to be replaced. We have to learn as individuals to see the signs, hear the sounds, feel the emotion of those that are around us, and know when it's time to let go. Know when it's time to say, we've been on this ride together long enough. Yes, some people are going to be hurt. Absolutely. You can even be hurt yourself because it's something that you've grown used to. But if you're intelligent enough, you recognize when things are no longer of value to you. But yeah, people are going to be hurt, but that's part of life. It's an unfortunate part of life that not everything is going to feel good. Not everything is going to feel like something you want to do. But we have to make these steps. We take these steps. I'm sorry. We have to take these steps because these are the things that clear us out to receive our blessing. It clears spaces. It clears space for us to receive our blessings. Now, I put a post up the other day that said simply, sometimes all the time, I say these quotes and stuff out of my head. I don't memorize them verbatim, but it said something to the effect that because I don't talk about God doesn't mean I'm not a believer. Are you dumb? um, so when I say blessings, I don't want people to always think that I'm running right to a biblical sense, but I am. We know that there's a God, whoever your God is, however you represent God. When I say a God, I don't shun anyone's way of believing. I do believe that we all understand that there is one God, and how I was about to say God, and how we travel to meet our Maker, to understand our Maker, is on you. I don't have any debate. Don't want to debate that. But without straying too far, we all know that we have a journey, and we all know that we receive blessings from God in the universe, and we all know that, or at least I shouldn't say we all know, because some of us don't believe this way. So I'm imparting my feeling on this, and I shouldn't do that. I feel like there is a connection between our spiritual belief and our earthly beliefs. I feel like the universe and God work in conjunction with one another, to see that what we put out there is what we get back. I believe in that energy. Not everyone's going to agree, and this is not about if you agree with me or not. It's about just kind of understanding my message and the what I'm explaining or what I'm talking about. But we have to understand that not everyone is in line to help us receive those blessings, to help us receive that energy that's out there for us. There are people who block it because of their bad energy, their bad karma, their unwillingness to allow us to grow. People connect to me all the time, and I have the worst time, or I have had the worst time, disconnecting from those that I recognize aren't there for me. They're there for themselves. And I've had a hard time hearing people who genuinely have my best interests at heart, hearing them tell me about these people that are surrounding me and how I need to let them go. But this last 24 hours has been a revelation. I've had some signs come up and just jump in my face. I've had some people talk to me and let me know what they've seen all along, and I apologize for not hearing and not listening, or listening and not hearing you. But I've realized the truth in their statements, and just wanted to share that you know who's got your back. You know who's got your best interests at heart. You know who's there for you, not for themselves. You know who wants to see you grow and succeed. You need to start listening to those people and listening to them clearly, because they're the ones that are going to help you get over that hump and help you make it to the next level. I am now fully awake. And as someone likes to say, I'm woke. Peace and blessings.